Some of you may know that I am a psychic and a medium, but I'm also an empath. So I recently wrote a blog post, 8 ways to manage our own emotions and energy during trying times. And I'm going to make a little video about it for those of you who haven't read it yet. Can we just say that the past few months have been really trying? Those of you that know me, I like to stay on the love and light and positivity side of things, but there have been a lot of emotions lately. I am writing this or recording this in August of 2020. So for several months now, we have been on quarantine situation or some version of that, depending what part of the world that you live in. And some of us live with other people who may have heightened emotions as well. There have been so many experiences or lack of experiences, things getting canceled, so much going on in the world. And I think most of us by now have accepted that we cannot change the emotions or the energy of people around us. What we can do is work on our own emotions and our own energy. I've got some notes for myself, so if you see me looking around, that is why I am human. So the first of my 8 ideas for us of how to, as empaths, which empath just means you're able to perceive or feel the emotions around you, and you may not even realize that you're doing it. So one thing you can do to control your own emotions and your own energy is control what you can. For me, for example, the early morning part of my day is the time where I have the most privacy and the most flexibility. So I use that time to go on a walk or do a meditation. I might listen to something inspirational. But whatever that time of day is for you, that you can control a little bit of your time, even if it is just 15 minutes sitting in your closet and listening to an inspirational talk, that is good enough. It's wherever you are and whatever you can do that particular day, but just try to control what you can and carve out some time and space for yourself to just have some moments for inspiration, for rejuvenation, whatever you might need that day. Second, make a list. I love lists. I keep them for all kinds of things, and I keep them right on my phone so that they're easy access. But when I become emotionally overwhelmed, I can't think of how to pull myself out of it most of the time. So this is where having a list comes in really handy. So when I'm grounded and feeling great, that's when I work on these type of lists. I have 2 concrete suggestions for you. One that really is effective is an uplifting playlist. And that's just what it sounds like. It's a list of music that really pulls you out of sadness or makes you smile or makes you want to dance, just uplifts you in any way. So I've got my uplifting playlist, and I choose the songs for that playlist when I'm in a good, happy place because I'm positive and I can easily add to that list so that it's totally available when I need it. The second type of list that works really well is what I call my things that work right now list, which is just what it sounds like. It's a list of things that work to inspire or motivate me right then. That list changes because I change, we all change and grow, and something that works for me now might not work in 6 months. But I have things on that list like listen to a TED Talk or listen to an Oprah Super Soul Sunday. I love her. Listen to your playlist. I have things and suggestions on that list for me personally that work to pull me out of a frustrated, sad, angry, whatever the emotion may be, space. The third suggestion on our list of 8 is write it down to figure it out. So we're talking about journaling. And I'm not talking about the recount your day and all the things you ate for lunch type of journaling. I'm talking about the sobbing, tear-stained pages, soul-searching journaling. So this is handy if there's an emotion that you're feeling triggered on and you can't quite get to the bottom of why you're so triggered by that emotion. It's usually not what we think it's about in the moment. It's usually goes back to another time that we were triggered from a similar occasion or a similar action or non-action. So You can just start by journaling the feelings that you're having right then. Don't judge the feelings. We're human, so we want to judge ourselves, but try to resist. So write about that feeling. And then it's almost like you're going to scan your body and see, where in my body am I feeling this? Often it's in the pit of our stomach or a little bit lower. And then just ask yourself in your own mind, when have I felt like this before? Or if it's, for example, I don't know, you're not feeling heard. When in the past have I not felt heard? And then just process through those emotions and through those actions until you feel like you're at the very bottom of it and can recognize, okay, this is the core of this issue. It really helps to write it out and not think about it too much, not reread it while you're writing it, just let it flow and get it out. Just really write it out to get to the bottom of it. The next suggestion is move your body to move your energy. I know it sounds really simple, and it is. Start where you are. So based on your own level of physical activity or your own ability, you might want to turn on whatever it is you like to listen to and dance it out for 15 minutes. 15 minutes of gentle stretching yoga might work for you. You might need to go on a run that's 10 or 20 minutes long. It's whatever duration of time you have and your stamina allows, but just move your physical body to move your energy. It really works. It's a great trick. Really, 15 minutes of almost any activity should change your frame of mind, even just a little bit. Number 5, reach out. Now, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Mental health is just as important as physical health. So whatever you can do for your mental health, and whether that's reaching out to a friend that you can just share some space with, whether it's finding a group on Facebook that's supportive and positive and that you feel safe in, or whether it's reaching out to a mental health professional. And just so you know, lots of counselors and psychiatrists and coaches are doing sessions via Zoom online to make life easier for everyone. So there's a safe space for you to reach out and get that mental health help that you need, whatever that looks like for you. And you might have to try different variations to see what feels right or what's helping you process. But please don't hesitate to reach out to someone if that's what you need. Number 6, go within. I'm talking about meditation here. There are so many kinds of meditation. Now, normally when I talk about meditation, I hear two sides of the spectrum. Either I love meditation, it's amazing, when can I do it? Or I'm horrible at meditating, I can't meditate, that's not for me. I tried it once, it doesn't work. So there are so many types of meditation. And one thing that helped me, that a mentor told me, was it's not about fully quieting your mind, because we're human and it's almost impossible to fully quiet our mind. It really is just about elongating those spaces between the thoughts. So longer pause between the thoughts, and then the goal is just to keep elongating that pause over time to get more mental space. But if you don't want to do a quiet meditation in that way, there are thousands of guided meditations on YouTube. I even have several. There are meditations that take you on like a mind journey where you can just get some mental space and use your imagination and envision. There are healing meditations where you can hear certain tones that will release energy from certain parts of the body. There are thousands of kinds of meditations for you to explore, and some are just 5 minutes long. So give it a try, explore the different kinds, and just let yourself go within, and it will really help you get some peace and some understanding and be able to manage your own energy and emotions and help you separate from the energy and emotions of those around you that you may be becoming aware of. Number 7, create something in the world. So, Joy, I'm not creative, you may say. We are all creative. So whether you are creating a beautiful work of art, or if you're a writer or a musician and you can compose, then do that. But if that's not you, then maybe your form of creativity is baking. Maybe you're going to put a spin on a recipe or try something new and bring some zest into your life that way. Or maybe you have rocks outside and you can paint some rocks with inspirational words like hope, or I don't know, life and any inspirational words and put them outside of your neighbors' houses as gifts, or maybe just in your own yard for other people to enjoy. Some of my neighbors have done that, and it's been really nice to see when I go for walks. You can create from any place, whatever it is, even if it's just a doodle to hang on your wall, or maybe you want to write some inspirational sayings in a dry erase marker on your mirror. Create something in the world, however large or small it is. It's not even necessarily about what you're creating. It's that putting that creative energy towards something physical. It's almost like it moves the wheels of change, if you will. Any action that you do causes a momentum for change. So it can help you to process your emotions while your hands are busy creating things. So let me know what you decide to create. Number 8, gratitude. Move your focus to the areas of life where you can have something to be thankful about. Now, I don't mean in a spiritually bypassing way of, just ignoring the emotions that you have and saying all the things you're grateful for. You don't have to ignore those emotions. They're there. They're there to bring your attention and your awareness to something. They're there to help you process through something. But when they feel really heavy, sometimes shifting temporarily your focus to gratitude can just give you some space to be able to understand those emotions better, to be able to process those emotions better. Start where you are and try to let go of the self-judgment. Some days you may have really powerful, huge things that you can be grateful for. And some things, it might be very mundane things that you're grateful for. Like, I'm grateful for running water. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. However simple or big the things are that you're listing privately to yourself that you're grateful for, just start where you are. Every day is different, and some days might feel more difficult than others. So even if it's very small seeming items that you're listing as gratitudes, it still will help to change your focus. So that is my list of 8. If you want more detail or more suggestions, you can visit the blog at joygiovanni.net/blog. But really overall, just remember, you're sensitive, for better or worse. I like to think that it is for the better because it is a beautiful and unique expression of our soul. It's part of who we truly are, to be able to feel and understand one another's emotions. It's a beautiful gift to be sensitive and to be empathic. So just allow that gift to help you process the emotions that are going on around you. And really try to take some of these suggestions to heart. I hope you found them empowering, or at least maybe sparking your creative interest in some way. And let me know what you try. Let me know if there are any items on my list that you do try and how they work for you. Let me know your thoughts, or if you have anything to add to the list that really helps you manage your own emotions or energy. So I'm excited to hear your responses, and wishing you a blessed day and empowerment and upliftment, and we can get through this together.